Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the Samsung Galaxy Watch Active. Now some people may consider this the small brother or small sister to the Galaxy Watch, and in some respects that's true, but it stands all its own as a fantastic fitness and smartwatch, and today we're going to kind of put it through its paces and see what it's made of. Now, during the video, I will make reference to the Galaxy Watch, but this is not a comparison video. This is all about the Galaxy Watch Active. I will be doing a comparison video in the near future, so if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get notified when I put that up. So the first thing you're going to notice on this watch, especially since it doesn't have that rotating bezel, is that 1.1 inch Super AMOLED 360 by 360 screen. It is a beautiful, clear screen, very, very bright. Works great in direct sunlight. It's very responsive. Because you don't have the rotating bezel, all the gestures are going to be done on the touchscreen and with the two buttons on the side, and there is no problem with that at all. It's super responsive. The Galaxy Watch Active is much smaller than the Galaxy Watch, and on large wrists like mine, it looks a little bit small, looks a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie, but it doesn't look bad by any means. It's very thin, very light, very comfortable to wear, and I was a little bit worried because when I took it out of the box, it didn't quite fit around my wrist, but the good thing is that they give you a larger watch band in the box that you can swap out, and that fits my arm really, really well. And if you don't like the band that comes with the watch, it's just a standard 20 millimeter band. It's really nice that they don't have a proprietary band on this watch and you can just go get any band that you like. From a software perspective, this watch is using Tizen just like the other Galaxy watches, but this one uses the new One UI interface, and some people are kind of torn about this. I actually really like it. It's very, very similar to the interface that's on the Galaxy watches, but the Galaxy Watch Active with the One UI interface is a little bit more colorful, a little bit more flashy. It's just a little more visually appealing. It makes it just pop a little bit more, and the speed of it is ridiculous. It is one of the fastest wearables I've ever used. Very quick response to the swipes and taps, and just a joy to use. So as far as things that it automatically tracks, it tracks all the stuff that we've come to expect on a fitness watch. It does your calories, your step count, your steps climbed. It does the all-day heart rate monitoring if you so choose. It also auto-detects some workouts like walking and running. It'll auto-detect when you're doing those activities. And it also does sleep tracking, and in my opinion, it does sleep tracking much better than the bigger, more expensive Galaxy Watch. And I think that might be because this one just fits my wrist so much better than the other watch does. As far as the workout activities that you can track, there are tons and tons of activities on this watch. You can track your walking, your running, your swimming, and because this watch is 5 atmospheres plus IP68, you can take it swimming, absolutely no problem. Tracks all that stuff that you would expect, but then it even goes in further and tracks things like push-ups and pull-ups and arm curls and workout machines and all kinds of stuff, and it actually works really well. I've used the walking and the running with and without the GPS, so indoor and outdoor, as well as tracking on equipment. Now, as far as the heart rate monitoring during those activities, it's kind of the same thing I say with every wrist-based heart rate monitor. As long as the activity is kind of consistent, like a run or a walk, it tracks it pretty well. If you're doing strenuous activities like jumping jacks, working out where there's kind of an inconsistent speed in there, it doesn't track it as well. It still does a pretty good job, but it works on par with other wrist-based monitors. So I mentioned a little bit about tracking with and without the GPS, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about that because the GPS on this device is completely solid. It gets a lock very, very quickly, and it holds that lock, and it's solid, and it's very accurate. I've been really, really impressed with the GPS in this little watch, how solid it is. So apart from the apps that come with the watch, you can load additional apps from the store, and the compatibility of this has actually been very good. I did a video recently of my top 5 apps for the Galaxy Watch. I'll put a link here if you want to check that out. And of those 5 apps, there's only one that doesn't work because that relies heavily on the bezel for navigation. Obviously, this doesn't have it. So far, that's the only app I've found that I wasn't able to load on here that I was using on the larger Galaxy Watch. So I've been really happy with the app compatibility and still efficient navigation even without that rotating bezel. Next thing I wanted to talk about is battery life. And the Galaxy Watch Active is a small device, So it's got a relatively small battery. It's got a 230 milliamp per hour battery. I get about a day and a half to 2 days, and that's with using about 30 minutes of GPS per day, doing some workout tracking, getting navigations. I don't do the all-day heart rate monitoring, but if you're looking for something that you get, like 4 or 5 days of battery life, this probably isn't the device for you. I'd say at best, you're gonna get 2 days of use out of it. So all in all, I would say the Galaxy Watch Active is a fantastic option at this price point. It's got a solid design, solid performance, solid tracking. It's comfortable to wear. The only place it's lacking just a little bit is with that battery life, but it's got to have a small battery because it's a small device. And honestly, with that 230 milliamp per hour, I was expecting to get a day and a half to 2 days. That's exactly what I get. So I am not, impressed or disappointed by the battery life. It's kind of right where I was expecting it to be. So it's honestly not a problem for me. I hope you found this useful and informative. Please hit that thumbs up if you liked it. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Come see me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for stopping by.